Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an election prediction between Donald Trump and Elizabeth Warren. I just decided to include her as a challenger today because of the, of course, the notoriety that she has now gained again after being in the news. Of course, having I guess you could call it an outburst or I don't even know what you would call it at the Supreme Court where she was very angry and yelling about the apparent Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe versus Wade. She's, of course, now, resurfaced in the media, and I decided to make an election prediction with her. Before I begin the prediction, I'd like to mention that I make all of my predictions based off of the current state of the country, the current polling, and all of that. I don't try and judge what things will be like 2.5 years from now in this case. So at the moment, Donald Trump, of course, is polling very well, and that obviously will be taken into account when I make this video. I mean, he is pretty popular at the moment, and that is true as as presidents leave office, they tend to gain in popularity. But he's polling very well and he's very popular at the moment. So I obviously will be taking that into an effect. Also, before I begin, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are 6 subscribers away from 550. So that'll be an awesome milestone when we hit it. So if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing. Anyway, let's get into our safe Elizabeth Warren states. I do believe she'll be pretty popular on the West Coast and that Northeast that, the Democrats tend to do well in. Actually, Connecticut, I'm going to leave out of it because we've seen those states narrow up. We saw New Jersey narrow up in, of course, the governor race in 2021. Eric Siertelli came within like 4 points of actually becoming the governor there, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. And if 2022 and heading into it has an even more Republican lean, then who knows? But at the moment, it's 160, 125 Republican safe states as Texas, continues to trend Democrat. It's not going to be in the 180s as it used to be. Likely likely Democrat states. This will be Colorado. Here we can include Connecticut and New Jersey for Elizabeth Warren. Well, that is going to be it for the likely Warren states. Not too many in her case. Likely Trump states. These are Iowa, Ohio, Maine second. We know repeatedly that Trump performs very well in these regions. He won by likely margins against Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, and in my mind, Elizabeth Warren, out of the 3 of them, is actually probably the lowest tier ranking that I would give her. I'd probably give Biden the most electable, then Clinton, and then Warren. So Trump may be able to even win those by double digits. Texas and Florida will also be likely states for Donald Trump with those Hispanic shifts in favor of Republicans. I actually think Trump would be able to perform pretty well in Florida, getting possibly 6-7% of the vote against somebody like Elizabeth Warren. In Texas, I think will remain a likely state as well in this scenario. Lean Warren states. This, of course, will be New Mexico, Virginia, Maine's at-large district. I'll give her the state of New Hampshire and the state of Minnesota. So a good amount of lean states. That gets her to 225 electoral votes. Lean Donald Trump states. I'm going to give him North Carolina, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Arizona, getting him the presidency at 275 electoral votes. The Rust Belt continues to trend red, and also they do tend to love their populist candidates. Elizabeth Warren, I wouldn't really give her a populist appeal. She is definitely more on the left wing of the party. Bernie probably has more of that populist appeal, but Elizabeth Warren does not. And I do think that Trump would be able to win Wisconsin and Pennsylvania by lean margins, given those recent trends we have seen. All right, now let's head into our tilt states. I think that Elizabeth Warren would be able to tilt Nebraska second in her favor. We all know that Trump is not particularly liked among suburban women. That suburban area in Nebraska, he lost to Biden by a likely margin. So, I mean, in this case, I do think it would narrow up significantly, but I do think Elizabeth Warren would still be able to tilt Nebraska in her favor. I think that she would actually also be able to win the state of Georgia by a tilt margin. Georgia is trending Democrat due to increased black voter registration there and turnout there. And, Joe Biden was able to flip that state. It shifted 5 points from 2016 to 2020. Who knows what type of shift we could see from 2020 to 2024? Do I think it's going to all of a sudden be Democrat plus 10? Of course not. But it eventually could get up the D plus 2, plus 3. And, long in the future, Of course, you can't project that far because you don't know what's going to happen with demographic changes, but it could become a state like Colorado or New Mexico. Anyway, Trump will tilt the remaining states of Michigan and Nevada in his favor, getting him to 296 electoral votes, getting, I guess, technically reelected president of the United States, although non-consecutive terms, going on to serve as the 47th president of the United States, doing what only Grover Cleveland has done before, serving two non-consecutive terms. Cleveland, I believe, was 22nd and 24th, and Trump would be 45th and 47th. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to comment below your thoughts on my prediction, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, and stay tuned for more content. Have a great day.